Our senses allow us to interact with the world and perceive what is happening around us in a way that enables us to respond and function. Our senses are necessary for our survival. Sight. When we identify distance, movement, color, and even shapes, our sense of sight is in action. The eye, a ping-pong ball-shaped organ, allows us to see through a tiny hole called the pupil, through which light arrives on the retina. The transparent cornea directs the light until it reaches photoreceptor cells on the retina, which translate light to nervous signals, which are then transported to the brain for interpretation. Photoreceptors are divided into two kinds: rods, that are very sensitive to light, shape, and movement, and cones, which are less responsive to light but can distinguish color. Taste. When we detect salt in food or sweetness in a fruit shake, we are using our sense of taste. Taste is a vital sense since it helps us identify spoiled food, poisonous chemicals, or bitter substances. Taste receptor cells are chemoreceptors, meaning that they detect the chemicals in the food we eat. These receptor cells are found mainly on the tongue, but some are in neighboring taste buds as well. Taste alone does not determine the flavor of food. The flavor is achieved when the sense of taste is mixed with the sense of smell. Our sense of taste can be divided into 5 categories: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Smell. The sense of smell, or olfaction, is similar to taste, except that the chemical substances being detected are in the air. With the help of the nose, human beings can differentiate thousands of odors. When these substances enter the nose, receptors, known as olfactory receptors, on what is known as the cilia, a hair-like membrane, bind with these chemicals. We have hundreds of olfactory receptors that identify specific molecules. The signals detected by the olfactory receptors are then transferred to the olfactory bulb, where they interact with other parts of the brain. Smell and taste are so closely related that food tastes bland for people with a cold or a blocked nose. Touch. When you touch something, you can describe its texture and feel. This sense is contained in one of the largest organs in the human body, the skin. Our sense of touch relies on several receptors known as mechanoreceptors that allow us to respond to various stimuli like pressure, tension, vibration, and more. The Merkel cells and Meissner corpuscles are both sensitive to pressure, vibration, and touch. Thermoreceptors are specialized receptors that sense temperature. Pacinian corpuscles are responsible for pain, tickle, and itch. They are located in deeper layers of the skin. Certain body parts are more sensitive than others depending on the number of receptors. Sound. Our sense of hearing comes from one of the most complex organs in the human body, the ear. Our ears project sound through vibrations. If you knock on a door, the sound produced is a result of vibrations from the impact of your hand. Our ears act as an antenna, directing sound waves or vibrations from the eardrums to the middle ear. From the middle ear, the vibrations are transferred to the inner ear by 3 tiny bones called the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. The inner ear has fluid-filled canals where the vibrations cause small hairs to move, acting as mechanoreceptors that send signals to the brain.